Welcome to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. If you like this video or like this watch, click on the link in the description below to buy it at the lowest price anywhere online. Today, I'm going to be reviewing the IWC Pilots Watch Chronograph Top Gun Edition SFTI, reference IW389104. I'm going to talk to you guys about the dial, the bezel, the case, the bracelet or the strap, the movement, try it on, and give you my thoughts. Let's start with this watch is a 44.5 millimeter in diameter. That means from 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock, the largest distance across the diameter of the watch, and that's 44.5. To give you some context, the largest Rolex, well, it used to be the largest, but one of the largest Rolexes is 44 millimeters. That would be the deep sea, and a normal sports watch for men's is about 40 millimeters, and it can go up to 44 is a pretty large watch for a sports watch. It can go bigger, but it is one of the largest. So that is the size. So if you want a larger watch, this would be not a bad idea. IWC also makes their Pilot watches in 42 millimeters. I don't know if they make this exact one. Probably not, because this is a special edition. But they make other Pilots watches. Pilots is this form and shape that you're looking at here in 42 millimeters, which is good for those who have a smaller wrist. Okay, so that's 44.5 millimeters. Now let me turn it on its side, and you can see it on its side. The side is 15.7. That's pretty large. Let me give you some reference. If you look at a Audemars Piguet offshore, it's around 15.5 millimeters. So about the same as an offshore, but the offshore is a big watch. So is the IWC. So these are pretty large watches. Which is not a bad thing if you want a watch that's easily legible, or a watch that has quite a bit of presence. Well, this would be a watch for you then because of its size. Okay, now since we're talking about the case right now, I should also mention to you that it is made of ceramic. Now, ceramic has some very good qualities, one of which it doesn't scratch easily. But one of the negatives is that it can shatter, kind of like your plate. It doesn't really scratch very easily, but if you drop it or bang it against something, it can shatter. And so, yeah, that would be a negative about it. So you should, wear it with care, but at the same time, you kind of don't, because it won't scratch very easily. You just got to make sure you don't drop it. Okay, so that's, yeah. Anyways, I think having a case in ceramic, it's a bit better than, for example, DLC or a PVD, because PVDs, those can scratch and those end up leaving kind of unsightly marks on the watch, whereas this watch in ceramic, it won't do that. Okay, so the next thing is it has a screw-in crown, and you might think, well, who cares? Well, actually, it's kind of important if you want this watch to be waterproof. When you screw in the crown, it makes it much more waterproof, as opposed to when you just push it in. Now, some Pateks and even Richard Milles, you just simply push in the crown. And to be honest, it's kind of scary when you jump into water, because those crowns can easily come out and water can flood the movement and destroy the watch. So, yeah, you would think that every watchmaker would put it on there, and it seems like it would be a good idea, but for some reason, some high-end watchmakers don't do it. I don't know why. But yeah, that's something you should look out for when buying a watch, to make sure that the crown actually screws in. The crown is the thing on the right here, where you change the time. If you actually screw it in, as opposed to just push it in. Okay, so that's the case. Now let's talk about the dial a bit. The dial itself, as you can see, it has a chronograph on it, and the chronograph has the subdials displayed vertically, with the minute subdial at the top, the hour subdial on the left, and the seconds subdial at the very bottom. And it's your typical chronograph, start stop at the top, and reset at the bottom. I can just point out that it has these pretty cool accents of red. It is a Top Gun edition. For those who don't know, Top Gun is like some fancy aircraft or airplane thing. I'm not a really airplane guy, so I know it. I know it from the movie. You probably do too as well, Top Gun. So it has something to do with aeronautics, airplanes. And anyways, it has these red accents, which are pretty cool. If you notice at the pushers, it has a red, and red typically means like go or stop. Or I think it probably means stop or start. I don't know. It's some accent so that you can realize that here is the pusher as opposed to it being all black. And also it has at the bottom subdial. And interestingly, if you look at the second hand, pretty interesting. They put this airplane as a counterweight on the second hand so that the second hand is balanced. They could have just put a flat just weight, which is what most watchmakers do, but they decided to put a little airplane, which I think is actually pretty cool. It adds some flavor to it. It's kind of like if you ever had like a pair of pants or something that's just completely flat in color, but then they put a little stitching of something, their logo or something cool, some kind of small stitching, not some massive thing that's printed everywhere, but just some kind of tiny little thing that signifies that it's special, it's new, something interesting. So I think this is along the same idea, and it being a special edition, yeah, I think it's pretty cool. All right. And of course these white luminescence at the every 5 minutes, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11, those are all luminescent. So this watch luminescence at nighttime very well. It's very easy to read. And also you might notice here as well, it has a day and a date function. Not only is it a chronograph, it also has a day and a date function. Right here at the 3 o'clock, it has the time. It has a Thursday and then 16. A lot of times we forget what the day is, Monday through Friday, and the date 1 through 31 is. And if you have a watch that tells you that, you probably won't forget it, which is not a bad thing. And so that probably explains why this watch is so thick, 15.7 millimeters. It is both a chronograph and it has a day and a date. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so that is the dial. Oh, I should also mention here, now we were talking about the bezel. Now the bezel really doesn't have a bezel. The bezel is very, very thin. And the good thing about that is it makes more room for the dial. It makes it so that the dial can be easily seen and the watch is very legible. And the watch pretty much goes to the edge of the display, kind of like a cell phone, where you see the watch is going, pretty much filling up the entire space, which is not a bad thing, as I said, because it makes it very legible. And actually, the bezel is one of the things that's most scratched when you wear the watch. So if you push the watch out to the periphery like this, and glass is covering the bezel, well, the glass is actually sapphire, and it has anti-reflective coating on both sides, and it's also convex, by the way. Convex means it's rounded. So if you look at it at an angle, you see that the crystal or the sapphire is actually rounded upward. Not concave would be downward, and convex would be like a mountain. So it's interesting as well, and it also has this anti-reflective coating, so it makes it you can see it both sides. At any rate, it's very scratch resistant. Sapphire is very, very hard, so that's a good thing too. It keeps it less likely to scratch. So this is a watch that is really unlikely to scratch. I mean, the case is made of ceramic, the dial or the crystal, of course, is sapphire. I mean, it's hard to scratch this watch, so it's gonna look like this for a long time, which is a good thing, right? On PVD watches, they get scratched and they don't look good. And so this is not going to have that issue, Okay, now let's go ahead and talk about the movement here. Let's turn it over. And what you'll notice is immediately you'll see this case back. Now you can't actually see inside the case. I can't say that's necessarily a bad thing, because on a special edition, you might want to say what the special edition is, right? You might want to say what makes this watch so special, And as you can see here, it says whatever the Pilots Watch, and then fighter weapons school, something along those lines. It's pretty cool. It means it's, it means it's a special edition pilot's watch or Top Gun's watch. Okay, so if you don't have the case back like this, then it would be open. You could see the movement, but then you couldn't really see why it's a special edition. So I think it's not a bad thing. And, closing the case back and writing some cool stuff on it is kind of a cool thing also, right? So, and the movement, I can say it's quite nice, but it's not super, super beautiful. So, the watch is like in the 10,000, range or less. So it can't put like a super expensive movement. Otherwise, this watch will cost like $58,000, like a Patek, right? So putting a closed case back is really not that bad of an idea. Okay, it's using the movement 69380 caliber. It's actually an IWC movement. It's fully in-house, I believe. At least that's what they say on their website. They say IWC manufactured movement, which I believe means it's in-house. It's automatic. It's self-winding, means it doesn't have a battery, and has a 46-hour power reserve, 242 parts, and 33 joules. It has, what other features does it have? Well, it has small hacking seconds, which just means you pull out the crown and the second hand stops. You would think that that's standard on everything, but just until last year, the Patek Nautilus, one of the king of the sports watches, it didn't even have a hacking second, meaning you pull out the crown and the second hand doesn't stop. Crazy, right? They've since adjusted that, but it wasn't long ago, maybe 1-2 years ago, I think, maybe 2020, something like that is when they changed it. So yeah, okay, hacking seconds. As I said earlier, it has a day and date display. And let me tell you what else it also has. You know what makes it probably also this thick? Inside the movement here, if I take this case off on the back case, it actually has a soft iron inner case, and it's made for protection against magnetic fields. So, have you ever heard of the Rolex Milgauss? That's a watch that is actually made so that the watch can enter into magnetic fields, such as an MRI or X-ray machine, or for those scientists, doctors who are working around magnetic fields, that their watch doesn't get magnetized. What happens if you don't have this magnetic shield? The watch will be magnetized. It doesn't destroy the watch, but it makes it so that the watch cannot be used. It will stop working. It'll magnetize. You ever take a magnet and point it at something that's magnetic? It'll just like it'll point it to one direction. It kind of actually will stop, and you have to demagnetize it. Now with this soft inner case that it has, it'll protect it from magnetism. Which I guess if you're a pilot, I don't know much about piloting, but maybe there's magnetic fields in there. I don't know. Maybe they're around magnetic fields, or maybe going through X-ray machines. I really don't know. But anyways, IWC has thought of that. They put it in there. Okay, so I think that's pretty cool. I mean, IWC's really thought of a lot. It's got a lot of features. It's a day and a date, a chronograph which you can calculate elapsed time, and it even can protect against magnetism, and it doesn't scratch, and it looks cool, and it's very legible. That's a lot of things. And guess what else? You can buy it at jazztime.com by clicking on the link in the description below. It's limited to 1,500 pieces, so if you want this watch, you know where to go, jazztime.com. What are my thoughts? Well, I pretty much given them to you. So if you want to buy this watch, I think it's an excellent buy, especially at the price point. Go to jazztime.com.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.